I can't wait to show you guys this. Some of the largest MAGA commentators are getting called out by their own fans for essentially siding with the healthcare companies over average Americans. In a recent video, Ben Shapiro, for example, who's one of the loudest pro-Trump voices out there, got cooked by his own fans in his own comment section. Let's just scroll down and see what this says. The top comment here says, "I just realized your entire business model requires that us normal folks hate each other." Someone said, "This isn't a left versus right issue. It's the working class versus the wealthy, and that's probably why you're trying to pretend it's something it's not." Now, I don't want to play Ben Shapiro's video, but essentially what he says is that it's radical extremism if you're calling out our healthcare companies. It's radical extremism if you're tweeting stuff out like this. Nathan J. Robinson said, "Live your life in such a way that people will be sad when you die." That's not even that bad of a statement. He's literally just saying, live your life in such a way that people will be sad when you die. And Ben Shapiro called that radical extremism that is leading to the erosion of norms within our society, while also Ben Shapiro runs defense for Donald Trump. So we have a lot to break down. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe. This story is unraveling at a rapid pace, and I want to take a nuanced position for you guys, because here's the thing. I believe the healthcare system in America is absolutely abysmal. It's downright embarrassing that the richest country in the world can't provide even the bare minimum level of healthcare for its citizens. I've seen this failure firsthand. One of my closest family members nearly lost their lives because of the healthcare system, so I deeply understand the frustration. And if it's true that this shooter lost a close family member like a mom, and he saw it happen and they were denied coverage, you can understand that. Anybody can understand that. That said, some of the reactions I've seen have gone too far. Not this dude. Not this. This is a completely fine thing to say. Live your life in such a way that people will be sad when you die. But I opened Twitter yesterday and I saw a 200,000 like tweet, and it was just a list of names. It was a list of names. I don't even think everyone on the list was a CEO. I'm pretty sure it was just random people too. And someone tweeted out, "Can the assassin take out this list next?" And it's like, okay, I understand the frustration with the healthcare system, but we do have a social contract that we have to maintain. We can't let random people on Twitter be the judge, jury, and executioner because they have a vendetta against somebody. Again, this isn't me defending the healthcare system. Please don't mistake it as that. I'm just saying that norms exist for a reason. To prevent our society from delving into chaos, to prevent a town square or witch trials or whatever existed 800 years ago, we now have this social contract that we've developed. So while the United CEO dude was a terrible person, I don't personally really feel bad or care. I do think that it's a little bit too far to start making up lists of who you want next. That is just a few steps too far. We got to reel it in a little bit if we want to actually fix the healthcare system from within. Bernie Sanders isn't out there calling for the death of certain CEOs. Bernie Sanders is taking actionable steps to try to fix our country. So let's break down some of these people turning on Ben Shapiro, and let's do some analysis, because I find this absolutely hilarious. What Ben Shapiro did is he cultivated an audience of straight up populists, people who like populist rhetoric, people who want to rail against every single institution we have. But what Ben Shapiro failed to realize is that when he wants to protect his own wealth, by defending the healthcare system, defending the status quo, his followers won't turn on him. So again, just to recap, Ben Shapiro in this video was not really understanding why anybody could ever be disillusioned with the healthcare system. It seems like this dude really doesn't understand how the average American interacts with the healthcare system on a day-to-day basis. Someone commented, "I just realized your entire business model requires that us normal folk hate each other." We read that one. Someone said, "Sorry, Ben, lifelong conservative and don't have an ounce of sympathy for the CEO. How many Americans have died because of this company's greed? Healthcare shouldn't be a choice between living and permanently being in crippling debt." That is a great way to say it right there. This dude is a conservative, but I think we can all agree with this conservative. And also, I like how he clarifies. He doesn't have any sympathy for the CEO, but this dude isn't making up lists of people he wants dead next. He's just saying that this company has killed many, many Americans. The next one says, "IDK, why you're trying to push this as a left issue. It's clearly across the board," saying that Ben Shapiro is trying to twist things and frame it as if only people on the left have trouble with healthcare. People on the right do as well. Every American does. Someone said, "Ben is pissed because bipartisan agreement is bad for his business model." That is true. As a longtime Ben Shapiro fan, buddy, your wealth is showing. It's not a right or left thing. And they're responding directly to the title. The title says, "The evil, revolutionary left cheers murder." And then he points out tweets like this that say, "Live your life in such a way that people will be sad when you die." That's just such a true thing. How is that at all cheering on death right there? Someone said, While I don't agree with people celebrating this man's death, I don't believe this is a partisan issue like you're making out to be. It's not the right or the left, it's the people who have suffered under our healthcare system through denied claims, pre-existing condition exclusions, bad out-of-network coverage, not being able to get the medication they need, etc., etc. Yet every year we pay more and more in premiums while the health insurance companies boast record profits. That is the perfect comment right there. That sums up my thoughts. It says, I don't believe in cheering on this man's death. I don't think we should be sending letters to his kids saying your dad was a terrible person. Someone on TikTok was saying that people should do that. People are taking it way too far. Let's reel it in and let's all use this opportunity to maybe not use insane rhetoric about killing more people and actually reaching across and saying, hey, you guys notice that healthcare sucks too, right? You guys see this too, because it does kind of suck. This tweet went absolutely viral. 141,000 likes, if you can see at the bottom of the screen, 2.5 million views, and Matt says, oh, this is major. And he points out the same thing I am, that Ben Shapiro's video is just he's being cooked in his own comment section. Someone said, to claim it is just the American left that's been cheering this on in social media is delusional. That is true. Both sides are cheering it on. Again, someone said, this isn't a party-based issue. Someone said, who's gonna tell Ben? It's not just the left. These are good signs. Embarrassing yourself, putting it all on the left. Deny, depose, defend. We don't recognize him. Sorry, Ben Shapiro. It's not just the left. It's not just the left, Ben. You can see people in the comment section expressing their own disillusionment with our current healthcare system because, again, the richest country in the world shouldn't be screwing over citizens when we've produced so many billionaires, so many rich people. And, you know, just on that note, I want to show you this chart of the estimated net worth of Trump administration's wealthiest members. Donald Trump has hired a ton of billionaires into his administration, yet he claims that he is the administration for the working class. He's the candidate for the working class. Let's check this out. Donald Trump, 5.4 billion. Elon Musk, over 300 billion. Vivek Ramaswamy, 1 billion. Scott Bessent, reported billionaire. Howard Lutnick, 2 billion. Linda McMahon, 2.6 billion. Chris Wright is worth almost 200 million. Doug Burgum, 1.1 billion. We've got Steve Witkoff with 500 million. We've got more billionaires down here, 5 billion, 3.3 billion. Mehmet Oz is worth 100 billion. Charles Kushner, almost worth 3 billion. The point here is, when Donald Trump claims, wait, Kelly Loeffler's a billionaire? I didn't even know that. She's worth $1 billion. The point here is that Donald Trump claims to be for the working class, but he's not. It's actually quite the opposite. Basically, every single person in Donald Trump's immediate circle is there to entrench their own power, to make sure that their wealth stays and isn't cut, and that they get tax cuts, or that their own company benefits. So when Donald Trump says that he built a cabinet on behalf of the working class, that is not true. I mean, Kamala Harris is very clearly, and the Biden administration, they are very clearly the administration for union members, but I guess Trump successfully conned a large portion of union members into thinking that this billionaire cabinet was going to work on behalf of them. But yeah, just to zoom out for a second, many of the same people who understand that our healthcare system is broken, many of the same people who were commenting on Ben Shapiro's video saying, I'm a conservative and I don't have an ounce of sympathy here, they also vote for the cabinet that they think is working on their behalf, but it's actually just a bunch of billionaires, like literal billionaires. This is unheard of in a cabinet like this. It is actually an oligarchy. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is out here saying, these are the people who screwed you. It's the immigrants. It's brown people coming into our country, screwing you. Meanwhile, it's this actual cabinet. Like, give me a break. So you can draw a direct line between Donald Trump being out of touch, between Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy being out of touch, to Ben Shapiro also saying that he doesn't understand why people could be disillusioned with our healthcare system. I'll leave it at that. And if I could say anything, I just want to say, you can criticize the system, you can empathize with people's pain without endorsing violence straight up. Could I empathize with the shooter if his mom passed away? Absolutely. But do I think that he should go on like a spree? No, please no. So I'll leave you with that. Drop a like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.